Prior to working with Demandii, the biggest problem that we had was trying to maintain and proactively post things that mattered to the people we were trying to get in front of. And so what would happen is we'd have, LinkedIn's kind of spurts and stops, so to speak, where we just didn't have our stuff in control. There was no congruent way to go to market in order to get in front of potential prospects, customers, and existing clients to potentially expand the revenue base that we had. I can remember the very first experience that I had with Demandii where I said, maybe these guys aren't full of crap, because I'd worked with so many marketing agencies over the course of the last 7 years in business for myself. And quite frankly, hadn't been able to believe any of them because not one of them had lived up to any of the hype that they had promised. So with Demandii, one of the big promises, right, is snackable content in the space of 90 minutes. And I was like, yeah, right. You're going to use an hour of my life to record it. There is no way that we're going to get through this. And I'm only going to have to put another 30 minutes in. I guess if truth be told, they actually did lie to me because it only takes me about 10 minutes to approve and review content. And so that idea of having somebody come to you and say, hey, these are the things that we think you can talk about for your target market, creating that content for you for approval through a fantastic tech process that makes it super easy to do. That was the first time I said that I could actually get control over the demand gen side of my business. So when we're going with Demandii, one of the things that it really did was help me expand my personal brand. We're coaches and consultants and we have a team that does that, but it's still Ken's brand matters. And so for those people who are wondering, how does that work? Just go look at my LinkedIn profile. I have over 22,000 followers at this point. When you start to think about that, that is specifically related to the amount, the type, and the value of the content that I'm providing for people, which is driven by the Demandii team. I literally don't come to a single meeting with them where they don't already have the top potential topics and ideas laid out for me. And then we riff on it and we make sure that it works well. So when you look at that process of what it's been able to do for me in my business, it's skyrocketed the awareness that others have about what it is we do and why it's important to their companies. So Demandii provides this ridiculously efficient and valuable service. And I think that who it's most valuable for, really when you're talking about coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs, people where the personal brand matters, but also quite frankly, where your time start, man. Like if you're like me at all, the idea of producing a piece of content every single day for 20 to 22 business days a month, that's going to take me 22 hours, 25 hours. I gotta be honest, I don't have that time. And so the Demandii services have been an absolutely crucial way for me to actually take the time I was putting into things that I know are necessary, but I'm not good at, and moving into things that people pay me to do. And so that's freed me up to be a revenue producing engine in my machine instead of just somebody who's spending a bunch of time doing admin.